Well, the FunCub's sitting a little crooked. It's sitting a
It's
little.
kind of what it's made to do, though.
Yeah, it is. It's got a little bit of grass on it, a little bit of mud.
It's got mud. It's got water splashed
It's
up
got
on
water.
it.
It's got probably a little flesh.
I actually drove this through puddles today.
Yes, you did.
Just for the fun of
You
it.
just
to
had
see
to
how
do
I
it.
handle it.
Yeah. Well, as you can tell, we had a lot of fun. As we did on the intro, we had a lot of fun with the FunCub, and we had a lot of fun all the way through the flight review. So let's get to it, Kurt.
All right.
Start out with model characteristics. Build as advertised. 4 out of 5.
Went together great. You're gonna have to find you're gonna find that the balance point on this is way far back inside the.
It's a little interesting where it's at.
Way far back inside the actual fuselage, the compartment. In fact, we found balance by taking our battery all the way back to the hole, the exhaust hole.
Yeah.
So you're going to find that it wants its weight towards the back.
Speaking of exhaust, well, sure, it's pretty.
Yeah,
pretty
that's
engine.
nice
Right.
detail you worked in there. But other than that, it went together per
You had to
plans.
put how much in the back? 14 grams?
14 grams.
Yeah.
Yep, 2 7-gram weights in the back was what I needed to do to be able to get it to level out with the battery all the way back.
Yeah.
And in fact, we can run 3600 milliamp 3 cells in here, and it balances as well. So if you really want to, we'll wait till flight is advertised to try to get into that stuff.
Don't give it away.
Wow, what a versatile platform. Very cool.
Yeah. Finish 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5. It's it's a foam, but it has nice stickers, and so it is exactly what it is. It's a foam with stickers.
Well, that Elipore foam we've noticed is just a nice finish right out of the
This
mold.
latest version is so smooth.
Yeah.
You don't have any molding, bumps or anything.
It seems tighter too. You
Yep.
don't have those big round.
It's quieter in the
yeah.
air. It's
Yeah.
everything. Yeah, you notice the difference.
Power 5 out of 5.
This thing's a tractor.
It is
absolute tractor.
It's a lot of fun. We both flew it today, and you just can't say enough about the power. It's there when you need it. It's not there when you don't need it.
I mean,
it
a
calms
Cub with
right down.
unlimited climb out.
Yeah.
Totally unlimited climb out.
Yep.
So, and you get about half throttle, and when you're holding it back, you could fly this thing at 1/3 to 1/4 throttle all day long.
Yeah.
Has so much power to it with stock setup.
It's great.
Not high speed.
No,
but
not
tons
at
of
all.
power.
But you wouldn't expect to have high
Nope,
speed with
it's not
this.
meant for high speed.
Ground handling 5 out of 5.
Yeah,
Again.
it was. This thing is a grass lander.
It is without a doubt.
It's not even like, oh, it'll land in grass as well.
No,
it's a grass lander.
you wanna land
You want to
in
land in
grass.
grass. It
Yeah.
takes off great in glass. Glass.
Glass,
I don't like
grass,
glass.
whatever.
Wheels are a little hard, but and it lands perfect in grass as well. It's just, and that's the landing gear. It just comes
Yeah.
it comes right out, squats out. Those big old donuts come off at a 30-degree angle.
As you drive this thing, and I'll say drive it because that's what you're doing is driving it through the grass, you'll notice the landing gear just keep getting wider and wider and wider, and it just keeps pulling
It settles
through.
into its angle, and when you're driving it on concrete, it goes boing, 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 boing. The whole time it bounces the whole time on concrete.
Speaking of concrete, we did land it on the runway today.
Oh my gosh!
And we laughed so hard, I think Kurt pulled a muscle
I
in
did.
his ribs.
I thought I broke a rib laughing.
It's not the easiest thing to bring in grease in.
I was done with the sticks, and it was bouncing.
Just rolling.
Just rolling, bouncing, boing, boing, boing. And it was going back and forth on the back wheel.
Once the tail wheel got into the mix, then it really started
that's
bouncing.
that's when the ribs started hurting.
Yeah. Durability 4.5 out of 5.
It's tough, and it's
is.
not only is it Elipore, which is a proven tough expanded
And
polyolefin
this has no
product.
struts on it at all. This wing's just sitting there with its spars.
Has double spars.
Yep.
And it's tough as a brick, man. It's just made for that.
It's made to
extra
get
dirt.
out there and roughhouse.
It's
It
made as a
really is.
tundra plane. I mean,
Yeah.
tundra planes take a slam on that landing gear when they come down, and it's made to roughhouse.
Yep. We landed it in knee-high grass just to see what it would do.
And it nosed over right now, right on top of it.
No problem.
Yeah. Roll it over and take off again.
All right, flight is advertised. Kurt's got it as 5+, and I think you can kind of figure out why.
Well,
there is
and
no
that's-
category as 5+.
There's
just to let you
there's
know.
no plus.
We gave it a 5 out of 5, definitely.
They call it a FunCub. And when we talked to the manufacturer reps, gosh, it was I think Chicago last year. Last year's Chicago, not this year's Chicago iHobby, is when I first saw the FunCub.
Yeah.
And it's a blast, it's great, it has big barn door flaps on it, and it does. I mean, you can get 50, 60 degrees out of these. You can get 90 degrees out of these flaps, no problem. You can fly it with 60 degrees extended. It'll actually maintain or sustain flight.
Yeah.
So you can just loiter like crazy with the thing. And you find yourself wanting to explore. If you're an experienced pilot at all, you get it, and you just want to start doing kind of dumb stuff. Not irresponsible, but like, hey, let's drive it through water. Well, let's drive it. I'd want to land it across the water. Like a puddle, a thick puddle, and see that. It's such a versatile platform, and it comes with actually a retractable tow line or tow hook. The kit does. So you can install that with another servo. If you buy an additional servo, it has all the hardware for it. You can do tow line on sailplanes and stuff with it. The power plant's so strong.
Yeah.
But then when you get out there and just run it through all different conditions, and that's not even saying the floats. There's floats available for it as well.
Yeah.
You just want to land in tall grass. You want to see how tall the grass you can take off.
Well, you start doing this thing of, well, if it'll do this, will it do this?
Yeah.
Well, it did that. Will it do this?
And you drop the flaps down in super thick grass, and it just pulls itself right out of it, and off it goes. So yeah, it is just an absolute riot.
It is.
FunCub's the perfect name for it because you just want to do everything you can possibly make it do.
Flight time, we gave it 4.5 out of 5. We got 10 minutes plus out of this.
Oh my gosh, out of a 2200 milliamp pack,
and we weren't babying it.
No,
I mean, we were being goofy.
We were horsing on
a lot of times.
A lot of times, yeah. We were horsing on
straight up.
Yep. Straight up climb.
Straight up climb till we just decided to let it nose itself over.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah, it never stalled out.
No.
It just keeps climbing.
Yep.
Great flight time.
Field size, large park.
This is
flying field.
Or flying field. You can. This doesn't fly too fast to be a park flyer.
No.
It's a bigger plane, a bigger wingspan, and it's certainly versatile enough to fly off of any kind of grass.
Yeah.
So it's capable of flying off a typical park. You want to make sure it's it's allowed. It's your city park.
Yeah.
It's ultimately this private property plane is what it is because you're going to want to just bounce it off.
You're going to want to be goofy with it. Have fun with it. You know.
Yep.
All right. Portability 4 out of 5.
Yep. It's for as springy as the landing gear is, and the airframe's tough, so you're going to be able to toss it in the back of your vehicle. And
the wing is not something you want to be taking off and on.
Not really. It's not super practical to take the wing off and on. You can. It's just 2 bolts and it comes out, but it's tough enough to just throw it in there, a little bit of an angle.
Skill level, we've got it beginner, intermediate, and the reason we put it at that is because of a couple of things. One, the flaps.
The flaps, yep.
You have to learn how to fly with flaps.
Yep.
It's not an experience that every beginner is going to understand or know. You can get yourself in trouble with flaps if you're not careful.
Yeah.
You get the illusion that you can fly super slow, but then you can stall it out just like that.
It creates a harder stall.
Yeah, and the stall, speaking of the stall, that's another reason we put it at that. The stall on this will catch you off guard, I think. It caught me off guard, not that I stalled it.
On your crosswind turns,
yes.
Because it flies typically a little slower, and it's so stable, even at those slow speeds, you'll forget that your airspeed actually decreased exponentially, but your ground speed stayed the same when you come across those crosswind legs. So all of a sudden, you don't have any lift across the wings, and it wants to stall.
It wants to drop.
The stall it breaks even though.
Yeah.
It breaks very flat, so easily recovered. Throw some throttle on it, and you're back flying again. But as you drop those flaps, it decreases your speed, but then it also increases that or sharpens the angle of that stall cliff. So when you do stall, you're stalling right now. So, but bring it in, chop the throttle, and on the flight footage, we go up nice and high and do a straight down dive.
Yeah.
And throttle off and pull the flaps all the way, and it just acts like speed brakes. It slows down. It looks like it's a suspended animation, and then you throw the elevator, full elevator, up elevator, and the thing just goes whop and levels out. You hit the throttle and take the flaps off, and you go. You can make a square edge with this thing. It's just amazing. So
it's a lot of fun.
That when you get in those situations, it can require a little more skill.
Yeah, exactly.
So kind of a beginner intermediate is probably safe.
A beginner may do a lot of that, but he has no idea why he's doing it. So.
And he may not know how to recover right away.
Exactly.
Well, that wraps up our review of the FunCub. You can go to our website at tubefly.com and take a look at the full review. For our mobile users, you can go to rcflightsource.com and download the mobile app on your phone, and then you have all the news, reviews, tools, and everything.
With you 24/7.
Yeah, 24/7. It's always ready. And some exclusive content that isn't on the website. So I'm Kurt with Two Brothers Hobby.
And I'm Rob. Thanks for watching.